Can I have last year I was right in this shopping plaza right here when I had a pep talk with you Pistons fans, but unlike then, we were in the middle of the series, right? And the Pistons fans were talking spicy, greasy, whatever. Maybe you guys didn't have much expectation in yourself, and rightfully so, you have a great expectation in yourself this year, right? Okay, cool. So this year, the Pistons are the 1 seed. Right now, you're locked into a battle, and I even have confident Pistons fans saying we expect the series to go 6. And that's kind of what I'm hoping. I'm kind of hoping, look, I'm making no doubt I'd much rather play Cleveland. They're the easier team. I want to get to the finals and win a fucking championship. I don't give a fuck about beating you guys. We did it already. And again, it's funny how you win a playoff series and get no credit. Yes, because we won the playoff series against you, and we didn't win a championship. But this is a whole different year. Last year's last year. This year's this year. Right? Cool. So here we are. About to. It looks like we're going, and I said it. It looked like we're going to lock up. But Pistons fans, my God, you won in 2004. You won a couple more series. You were pretty good until the end. Till they broke up the Rasheed Wallace, Ben Wallace, Chauncey Billups goes to what's his name? Rip Hamilton goes off into the sunset. Rasheed Wallace retired, goes to y'all broke that team up by 2008. And that was really the last year you had, anybody heard the people. You had the Blake Griffin era, the Ronnie Stuckey era. Okay. You didn't, you got to the playoffs a couple times, you got swept. Now you have a team. And again, I've been clear about it. But the overconfidence and the arrogance you guys exude, and the way you think you can talk down the Knicks fans, bro, I'm not that nigga, bro. I know, again, because what you do is you use history as a talking point. You know what I'm saying? You'll toggle between current. And again, when I bring up the Knicks winning the series last year, well, that was last year, but you'll talk about 30, 50 years down the line. It makes no sense. The more you guys do it, the more look, I guess you talk around enough dumb people, and that shit'll sound smart. I'm sorry, I'm not that one. My little channel got Pistons fans in the comments. So therefore, I expect to get a couple of Pistons fan feedback on this. You have not done enough to put rank on anybody. I respect the Isaiah Thomas years. I respect the Rasheed Wallace years. The team that Joe Dumars built, the team that was built in the 80s, I respect it. Okay? You got to remember, the Knicks beat the Pistons in '84 when with the Isaiah Thomas the Bernard King versus Kelly Trippier and Isaiah Thomas year, right? Bernard King outdueled Isaiah Thomas and Kelly Trippier. But then what happened to Bernard King the next year? It was 83, actually. I'm sorry. What happened to Bernard King the next year, 1984? Well, no, yeah, in 1984, he tore his ACL, and then the Knicks wound up getting Patrick Ewing. We never got Bernard King back. I think those years, if the Knicks, we wouldn't have had one without the other, right? We wouldn't have been in the lottery if Bernard King never got hurt. But if Bernard King was able to come back after a year or two, and we had both of them, see, again, that's an if. It didn't happen. The Knicks were not. The Knicks paid Bernard King, I think, for 2 years, and then they finally let him go in like 88, 89. And he comes back and he becomes a legit all-star with the Washington Bullets. But if you want to talk history, so your team was able to build. Our team, we had to regroup. And yes, we made a lot of bad moves along the way. We picked Kenny Skywalker. He's supposed to be the man. Right, in 86. 87, we get Mark Jackson, Rookie of the Year. Great. 88, 89, 90. By 90, we were able to beat the Celtics. Then again, right now, the Knicks look like the best team in the East. And we get you the 1 seed, and we get you I'm not saying Pistons fans have the right to be confident. Don't have the right to be confident. But you damn sure don't got the right to be arrogant. You damn sure don't got it. You're looking at the 3 games from the regular season. Yes, you beat the shit out of the Knicks. It seemed, again, I'm going to say this. I'm not making excuses on my couch. We got our ass beat. This is what happens. When the Knicks came out and did not match the energy of the Pistons, we got our ass beat in basketball games. But that was then. This is now. Fast forward to now, and see, this is what I'm saying. Be careful, because I said this about Celtics fans. About the Celtics. The Celtics felt that it was too much chattering, and they said it. They admitted it. Jaylen Brown and them admitted it. There was too much chattering about what the Knicks could have done and what from Knicks fans. They heard Knicks fans, so the Celtics felt the need to send the Knicks a message in the regular season last year. And then when they got us in the playoffs, what happened? Be careful. Be careful. Right now, this Knicks team is locked in, and yes, the Pistons, even the Cavs to a point, will be a step up in class, right? But the Knicks are still, if you're going to sit there and ignore the fact that the Knicks are hitting on cylinders and go back to January and February games and not see what you mean. You caught the Knicks in the middle of a swoon, tired from that in-season tournament shit, playing a lot of games. And again, I hate to make excuses, but that's a fact. And the Knicks that was the worst part of our season. I can admit it. That got nothing to do with it. I'm not taking nothing away from the Pistons on that. But it was the worst part of the Knicks season. Right now, the Knicks have set a franchise record with 7 straight playoff wins. Okay? We've only swept teams in the playoffs twice. The last time we went to the finals in 1999. You want to know the difference there? We didn't have a healthy front court. Again, is that another excuse? We didn't have a healthy front court. And we played against Tim Duncan and David Robinson in the finals. And we lost. 5 competitive games. We won one of them, but we lost. And that's the bottom line. This year, the Knicks are hitting on all cylinders. We swept. Therefore, OG Anunoby will have a big chance to rest that hamstring. So, I mean, again, this idea that you guys own us. We beat you in the playoffs. See, again, there's nothing we can do. There's nothing you can do about until you play us, right? But we still beat you in the playoff. There's nothing we can do to erase those regular season wins. But remember, they are regular season wins. Regular season wins does not indicate what will happen in the 7-game series. Unless there's something in the matchup we can't overcome. We can overcome Dennis Jenkins having a career game because he wanted to show the Knicks they did the wrong thing by not drafting him. He didn't get drafted by anybody, by the way. Okay? So I'm going to say this. I'm going to wrap it up here. Pistons fans, get ready, man. And kill the arrogance. You're not... Bro, Isaiah Thomas ain't walking through that fucking door. Neither was Rasheed Wallace or Chauncey Billups. Peace.